Yeah, like I was saying, so that Saturday, I went home and got prepared. I had to do my laundry, as usual, and then, I mean, we were both anticipating to meet though. I mean, like we couldn't wait, and so it was time in the evening for me to go and get her. I went and got her about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Came to my crib, you know what I'm saying? A two-bedroom, one-bedroom apartment, and that was that. And that was that. We usually get our groove on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't avoid that, So then we became girlfriend girl and boyfriend. But the thing about Nita was, she was, well, I almost well go into the detail because I ain't getting out of the high. So I mean, she was separating with her husband from another state. You know what I'm saying? And then she came to Minneapolis to her sister just to relax kind of thing. So I'm thinking, oh, I'm out of rebounds kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? But she said she had a problem with her her husband or something like that. It was separating. I'm always getting into that kind of situation. You know what I'm saying? Like marry women. I mean, like, why can you tell me you were married and then after we got together, But anyway, yeah, it was like that. She would come and spend the night at my place. And then when I'm going to work in the morning, this is the thing. When I'm going to work in the morning, then I would drop her home and then go to work. Or even, we work on different shit. I used to work in the morning. Sometimes telemarketing and sales and driving, or even working for a bank at a mortgage company. One time I was selling houses. You know what I'm saying? Uh, to house owners. What we do is just go and change their bank to our bank. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there was no salary. I mean, there was no salary. Our salary was commission. You know what I'm saying? So for one house you sell, you can get like maybe 1,500 or 2,000. If you sell one house, you get a 15. You get a 1,500, and that's all yours, no tax, nothing. You know what I'm saying? The good ones, I mean, the experienced guys that used to make money. This one guy, I was the only black guy among them. So this one guy, man, he will go, he will making money. I mean, like, gosh, but I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened one time. Yeah, I went to work. It's a pre arranged thing. You don't just show up at a customer house. What I'm saying, okay, I don't want to drift. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Nina. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Nina. And then so it was. I mean, she used to come and spend the night to my place, and I would drive her in the morning, and then so we became like that. I gotta get her. She has two daughters. Nita was in her 40. I know she was in her 30. I think she was 34. And she had like big size daughters, 16 and 15. Beautiful girls, you know what I'm saying? And I don't have, it came to a point where all her family members will, jump in my car, we're all at one big family. He has a brother called, oh, I can't remember his name, but and sisters and nephews, they will all be packing my car. I had no problem with that because she was a nice girl. When we first, I mean, she used to buy everything, like the grocery. Whenever she's coming over, she would buy grocery from my apartment, from my refrigerator, and spend money on me. You know what I'm saying? So I had no problem with her. And then gradually, I give her my car. You know what I mean? She would drive me to work and bring lunch for me at work and pick me up. But she was saying that she want to get back with her husband. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I invested my time with her like that. You know what I'm saying? That girl, I had a dream. I had a fantasy about us living in a big house, a nice house with our family and nice cars and nice everything. I mean, she was just my type of girl, my type of woman. She was a woman that I wanted to marry, you know what I'm saying? But hey, she has to go back. She has to go back to her husband. So what am I supposed to do? That's why I went to Denmark. So I went to Denmark. You know, I came to Denmark. You know, hoping that my wife and myself, you know, gonna get together. And it happened. So I went to the state. I went back to the state. You know, went back to, like I was saying this earlier. I went back to the state, and before I met Nita, I've already been with Lashana. You know what I'm saying? So I was missing these both girls. You understand? And so it was my usual thing to call Nita's sister if she was already in Minneapolis. But then I would go, you know, because I was so in love with Nita. I was so in love with Nita, you know. But her sister would say no, unusual. She's not back here, and so anyway, I have to go back to Minneapolis, you know, hoping that Lashana Wall myself would get together. But Lashana Wall, she's already got married, you know, she already got married. It was out of picture, and then and then you know before going to Denmark, I have getting all my tour card, the Sunday the Sundance Plymouth. I gave out the Sundance Plymouth. I I told the band to come and take it because I couldn't finance it no more. I was going to my children, right? And then I have another car which I have to sell. So I sold all my stuff, my cars, I went to Europe. And then when I came back, I have to start all over, you know. And so then, you know, working at this place, one temp agency, I met another girl, Gretchen. Actually, she was my wife. You know, she was the one I always mentioned that we get married. You know what I'm saying? So I met her. When I met her, actually, when I got to Minneapolis, I have called Nita's sister as usual, and she was in town now. You know, and then boom, my sister said, "Oh yeah, she's here. Nita's here." I said, "What? I can't believe it." I mean, I was in Denmark calling her sister, and I was in love with this girl. I wanted her to be my wife. You understand? But it was late. You know, when I called her sister, and her sister said, "Anita's here," I was so shocked. But by then, you know, I already got hooked up with Gretchen. You know, I got hooked up with Gretchen, and it was too late. At one point, Nita called me while I was at Gretchen's house, and I had to tell her that I'm going out with this girl now, so it's kind of late. Yeah, and that was that. So, and then Gretchen also, I met Gretchen. Nina's out of the picture now. I met Gretchen at work. Actually went to work, and then one time she didn't have a lunch, right? She didn't have a lunch, and if you look, yeah, she didn't have a lunch. So I volunteered to buy something for her from the machine. So which I did, you know, and then. I haven't got my car yet. We got a ride from a lady from the agency. So from the agency, she was the one that drove us back. So we got to the agency, and then Gretchen and myself took the bus together. We got in the same bus together, and at first I was sitting down like maybe 3 seats from her, but then you know we were both talking. She was like Gretchen was like 18 years old when I was 41. You know what I'm saying? Even though she was saying I don't look my age. I have wrinkles right now. I have wrinkles, but I didn't have no wrinkles before, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, what can I do? That's me, you know, I mean, I can't do nothing about it. You just gotta get old. So then, so we exchanged no shit. I mean, like in the 90s, that was 97. 97, there was no cell phone were not popular, you know what I'm saying? There were pager. You know, they page you go and pay to the payphone and, you know, put a quarter in and call whoever's called paging, you know. So it was like that. I used to page Gretchen every time. I remember every time I page her, every time I page Gretchen, she would call me back. No matter what, she would call me back. And on and on. At that time I was renting a room not a room, but a condo. Condominium in Minnesota means like it was a house. It was a house from the church, right? You know, like it was a 2-bedroom. You know, everywhere that I go, I make sure I join the church, and they know me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have no problem, when it comes to finding accommodation with the church because they know me, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm dedicated. So they give me a condo, man, like a 2 bedroom condo. You know what I'm saying? It was a big house, no furniture. I bought some used furniture. I wasn't there. I wasn't there because when I got a condo, Gretchen must have got together and she was living in a high-rise house. I mean, a high-rise apartment on the ninth floor in a 2 bedroom apartment. No, in a 1 bedroom apartment, right? So I was hollering in my condo, right? Before even I got my car, I would get in the bus, and from my place to her place, take about maybe 20 minutes with a bus. And man, I remember getting off the bus and walking like I was in love. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I was so much in love with Gretchen. You know what I'm saying? And but then yeah, that was my tendency. And I have to rent my condos to a guy. Just a room. You know what I'm saying? That's because I wasn't there. I wasn't there. So then I sleep to Gretchen's. I sleep at her place like every night. Every night we slept together for 2 weeks with nothing going on. Nothing going on. I mean, she wasn't used to me. You know what I'm saying? And her body's so warm. You know what I'm saying? Gretchen's a light girl. She's a light skin. She's on the white side, light on the white side. You know what I'm saying? Her dad is very very light, and her mom is like I think lighter than me. You know what I'm saying? But when you see Gretchen, she passed white. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop here and